When I first started media studies, I felt that I lacked certain skills, and through my media journey, I built these skills up. I felt in the preliminary task, we didn't really do a lot. We just did some basic camera skills and continuity. So we looked at match on action, shot reverse shot. We looked at using a tripod. We didn't necessarily learn how to use a tripod properly. And as time went on, for our thriller, for example, we learned how to use a tripod properly, and we were using Steadicams to film. For research and planning, we didn't do a lot of planning for our preliminary task. We just watched an example preliminary task from the teachers, and we did a big thing on mise-en-scène and camera. In comparison to the main task, we carried out a survey deciding which audience liked which sort of films. We did loads of research on titles and sound, and we assessed previous students' work. For post-production, we used our skills hashtag on Twitter, and one of the skills I learned in Premiere Pro was to use the bracket clip tool, which is pretty basic. But before that, I didn't know what it was. I knew how to use it, just not what it was called. And we learned a few other basic Premiere Pro skills. I felt I developed these skills in post-production of the thriller, and I also learned how to produce Foley sound, which is something I'd never done before. Yeah, I learned how to use Foley sound properly and how to film Foley sound, or record Foley sound actually. And how to edit that in and work within footage we already had. Technical skills, again, in the preliminary task we just used basic things like match on action, 180-degree rule, and we learned to use master shots. And technical skills in the thriller task, I learned how to do a pull focus on DSLR, and also how to manually focus the DSLR because we used a DSLR, not a camcorder. And it was just reiterated that we had to shoot every shot at least twice. And finally, other skills I've learned, I've developed my time management skills, because before I'd sort of not get much done in a large amount of time. Now I feel I can get loads done in an amount of time. And I've developed my directing skills. I've developed communication skills as well with other people, and I've learnt how to make a short film. Over and out.